It goes all the way back to when Daniel was like a younger kid, right? It says in chapter 1, verse 8, but Daniel was determined, what? Not to defile himself by eating the food and wine given them by the king. And that was the why for Daniel. He had pre-decided, even as a young teenager, way before any of those challenges, that number one most important thing is that he would not defile himself. That no matter what happened, right? Whether he was a free man or a slave, right? It didn't matter if nobody cared that he made a stance or if it got him thrown in the lion's den. And it didn't matter if his stance made sense to anybody else in the kingdom or just between him and God, right? Daniel knew the why behind his consistent behavior, and it made all the difference. See, for Daniel, consistent living for God was never about, guys, this is important, the outward show. It was always about his inward devotion to God. That's the why. That he had inward devotion. You know, do you guys know why most New Year's resolutions fail by January 15th? Anybody ever terrible in here at your New Year's resolutions? Like you make them, and it's like, some of you, it's January 3rd, okay, right? Guys, I can tell you this much, it's not because of a lack of desire, okay? Because all of us desire something when we make a resolution. You know, most resolutions don't make it to February 1st because of a lack of devotion. Not a lack of desire, it's a lack of devotion. And here's the truth when it comes to knowing the why behind your decisions at your next filling. Desire alone will never make you consistent. The desire to be more consistent will not fix it, right? If desire was all it would took, guys, we'd all have consistent prayer lives. Amen? That would be the truth. We'd all get up before work every day and pray for a half an hour. Because how many of you want to have a better prayer life?
Yeah.
Only 3 of us. Great. Well, my hand is up. I want to do better at praying. I desire those things, right? Guys, we would consistently read our Bibles day in and day out if it was only about desire. Right? We would consistently get to the gym and get our steps in and eat healthy. We would consistently treat those we love with kindness and compassion, right? Because we all desire those things. The list could go on and on. We all desire these things, but much of the time, we lack the consistency to actually see it through all the time. See, desire will never make you consistent, but devotion is the key to your why. Knowing your why, it's what are you devoted to. If you want to be more consistent, you need to pre-decide what you will be devoted to based on the why. Why do you believe this is so important? This takes some soul searching for you to think about these things. What I believe that I want to be consistent in, why? For some of us, we desperately desire to be free from a bad habit, but we can't ever seem to break it. Why? Maybe you desire for a better marriage or a better relationship, but you can't get there, right? For others, we desire to be financially stable, but we just can't seem to string together enough responsible months for us to get to the end of the year, right? And for most of us, guys, I would say most of us in this room desire a closer walk with Jesus. Yes? I think all of us do. All of us, it's a desire, right? If you didn't have that desire, you probably wouldn't be here today. But we desire it, and yet sometimes we consistently fail to prioritize our relationship with God over other things. It's not going to happen by desire. It's only based on devotion to the why. Why do you want to be free?